All right, so you've seen those super helpful automated bots inside Telegram, right? But have you ever stopped and wondered how they actually work under the hood? Well, today we're going to pull back the curtain on the Telegram bot API. We're going to go on a little journey, starting with the absolute basics of making a bot talk, all the way to exploring some brand new features that are honestly a total game changer for creators. Let's dive in. So here's our game plan. First, we'll get our heads around what the API even is. Then, we'll do the fun part, making our very first request. After that, we'll figure out how bots actually listen for your commands, check out the incredible toolbox of things they can do, and then finally, we'll tie it all together so you're ready to start building something awesome. So let's start with a big question. What is a Telegram bot, really? You can think of it as a special kind of Telegram account that you, the developer, control entirely with code. You chat with it, just like you would a person, but on the other end, it's your program, talking to Telegram servers through a really straightforward web-based API. Now, a bot isn't just a regular user account. It's different. It's really just an interface for your software. You'll notice they never have an online or last seen status, and their username always ends with _bot. That little suffix makes them totally distinct and super easy to spot inside Telegram. Okay, theory's great, but let's get practical. For your code to do anything at all, it first needs to know how to talk to Telegram's servers. This is all about that initial handshake, establishing that secure connection so you can start sending commands and getting information back. Everything, and I mean everything, starts with the bot token. As soon as you create a bot using the one and only @botfather, you get this unique string of characters. You have to treat this thing like a password. It's your bot's secret key to the entire API, so keep it safe, because anyone who has it can control your bot. And here's the really beautiful part. Making an API call is ridiculously simple. You just get your token, you build a URL with the specific method you want to use, and you send off the request. Telegram then sends back a simple, structured response. It's called a JSON object, and if you see that OK true field, you're golden. That's it. Every single thing your bot will ever do follows this exact pattern. So a bot that only talks isn't really all that useful, is it? It needs to be able to listen, to react when users send it messages or commands. And the API gives us two very different ways to make that happen. Let's break them down. You've got two options here, and you can only use one at a time. The first one is called Get Updates. Just think of this as your bot constantly poking Telegram, asking, hey, anything new for me? Anything now? It's super simple and actually pretty great when you're just starting out or developing. The second option, Set Webhook, is way more efficient. With this, you just give Telegram a URL and Telegram instantly pushes any updates to you the very moment they happen. It's like a direct delivery service. This is definitely the way to go for any serious production-level bot. So, when one of these updates actually arrives, what does it look like? Well, it comes packaged up in something called an update object. It's basically just a neat little container that tells your code exactly what happened. Did you get a new message, or maybe someone pressed a button on a keyboard and you got a callback query? This object wraps up the event perfectly so your code knows exactly what to do with it. Okay, so our bot is connected and now it's listening. This is where the real fun begins. What can this bot of ours actually do? Let's open up the massive toolbox of actions that really brings your bot to life. Right at the very heart of this toolbox is Send Message. This is, without a doubt, the most fundamental action your bot will ever take. It's how your bot speaks. It's how it sends a simple text message back to a user, a group, or a channel. Everything else is kind of built on top of this basic idea of communication. But of course, it goes way, way beyond just plain text. This is where your creativity can really shine. Your bot can send photos and audio clips, share documents, or reply with a perfect animated sticker. It can even run interactive polls to get a group's opinion or share a specific map location or a contact card. This rich media support is what turns a simple tool into a truly powerful and integrated experience. And look, while those basics are awesome, the API is not standing still. Not at all. It's constantly evolving, with new features being added that unlock entirely new possibilities, especially for those who manage big channels and communities. And this is where things get really interesting. So let's think about a real-world problem. Imagine you run a massive channel, right? And people are constantly trying to submit content, maybe even paid promotions. How on earth could a bot manage that whole workflow without it turning into a complete and utter mess for you? Well, the answer is a brand new feature called Suggested Posts. This isn't just a small tweak, it's a complete API-driven system that lets a bot handle an entire content submission pipeline. It lets your users send posts directly to a channel's DMs for review, which creates a formal queue for you to moderate and even monetize. The way this works is actually pretty slick and straightforward. A user submits a post, your bot gets it, but as a special kind of update called a suggested post. Then, based on whatever logic you've coded, your bot can either automatically approve it and publish it to the channel, or it can decline it. The entire moderation process can be put on autopilot. Of course, a bot can't just waltz in and start running your channel. The channel admin, that's you, has to give it very specific powers. For this whole system to work, the bot needs permission to manage direct messages and, obviously, to post messages. This setup ensures that the human owner always has the final say and is in complete control. Wow, okay. We've gone from the absolute basics of just getting a connection all the way to some seriously cutting-edge features for managing huge channels. Let's wrap this all up and get you ready to start building your own bot. If you remember just one thing from all of this, please make it this simple 3-part model. It is the key to everything. First, you authenticate with your token. Second, you listen for updates from users. And third, you act by calling methods. Authenticate, listen, act. That is the core loop of every single Telegram bot in existence. So there you have it. You now have the foundational knowledge and a little peek into the powerful, ever-expanding world of the Telegram bot API. From building a simple notification bot for yourself to creating a complex channel management system, the possibilities are just vast. So the only real question left is, what problem are you going to solve first?